So I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I think it was worth it to make a new one about this, since we have a new version to abuse, to RNG abuse, I guess. There has been a lot of questions about this, but I just recommend that you ask on smog.com, or you can leave me a comment here and I will try to do my best to answer you. So yeah, whatever works for you. This is just a simple guide that can guide you through the process of RNG abuse on the 5th generation version, and I will assume that you have read the 5th generation help information thread on smog.com, or that you have at least practiced with 4th generation RNG abuse, because that will help you a lot on this matter. So yeah, let's start with what we'll need for RNG abuse on the 5th generation version. So the programs and web pages that you will need are the newest version of RNG Reporter, which right now is 9.0, the program PIDRNG, and finally a timer. I'll be using ZomgTimer version 2.2. For the web pages, you will have to open the RNG help information thread for 5th generation. You will need another web page or a program that can convert decimal to hexadecimal numbers, and finally I am also listing a web page for codes that are basic for RNG abusing, like IVVC code and many others that you can find there. So let's start with what we will need to do first. In order to start RNG abusing, you will need to find your personal Sigir seeds. So open your RNG reporter and go to Time Finder. There, change the method to 5 for Sigir seeds, and choose a minimum delay of 1500, and you can go for any max delay and frame, but for practical purposes I will put a range now between the hundreds, so I can find quickly an example seed that we can hit. In the box parameters, don't put anything because that's only necessary for non-Sigir seeds as far as I know. After that, you will notice that the MAC address box is unlocked. You will need to follow the steps in the 5th generation info thread to obtain your own MAC address, because it is different for everyone's own DS. After that, just input a spread you want for your abused Pokemon, and don't forget to input the version that you are using. Then just click the search button. After you have completed your search, look for the seed that you want to hit. In this example, I will show you how to calibrate for this seed. I am choosing this seed because it is on frame 3. When RNG abusing for Sigir seeds, our starting frame will always be 3. So I will not have to advance my IV frames at all. Click on generate more times and then choose a date for that seed. After you have selected a date below, create a range between that delay so you can check where you land if you didn't hit your seed when calibrating. This will help you calibrate your own timer. If you are using ZomgTimer, go there and choose the Sigir mode. In the calibration box, start with number 0 and then just input the target delay you are going for. In target second, input the seconds that your date tells you. From there, I am going to back to the real thing to show you how to calibrate. Okay, now we need to synchronize our DS clock with the timer in the computer. Input the day and time that the RNG reporter tells you into your DS, but instead in the time put the minutes before the actual hour, depending on what your timer says. If it says minutes before target equals to 1, you have to put your minutes accordingly. So for example, if your time says 5 with 30 seconds, you will put 4:59 with 0 seconds in your DS. Press start and confirm in the DS and the timer at the same time. When the first timer hits 0, that's when you have to stop press it. If you have any doubts about the ZomgTimer, I am also listing the links in case you need some instructions. For those of you who don't have an AR or a flash card, it will take a little more time, but it's also possible to RNG without them. After the first stop rested, get to the continue screen, and when the game asks you to turn on the gear, say no and enter the world with the gear off. Then, after that, press the gear button power, but do not press the yes option to turn it on yet. When the second timer hits 0, that's when you have to press yes to turn on the gear. That's when the delay and the seed are established. Now the only thing left to do is catch the Pokemon and check which IVs it has to see in what delay and time I landed. Now I'm going to use the IV check code, and then I'm going to put those IVs in the RNG Reporter to see in which delay I landed. Now we go to the RNG Reporter and click on the search IVs button. This will open us a new window for us to put the IVs that we got. If the delay shown below is not the one we are looking for, that delay will help us so we can get closer to the delay we actually want. It is ZomgTimer. We input that new delay and then update the timer. This one will automatically add or subtract seconds to the timer. After that, you have to do the same all over again until you start seeing a low range between plus minus 10 of the delay you actually want. I am just going to fast forward so you can see the delay I got after that update, and then I'm just passing to the part where I already hit my seat. So yeah, in this part I already caught the Pokemon with another seed, because when I completed my search in Time Finder, I found this spread on the first 3 frames, so I just went for it. I hope you like this mini guide. I will be soon doing another one for pit frames, and maybe in a few weeks for non-secure seeds, which are far easier than secure seeds. So yeah. Oh, and I'm gonna put this Pokemon file for everybody who wants it. It will be down here in the description. So thanks for watching this video, and catch you later.